Hey, what's happening, Secret Family, Team Elite? What is going on? Well, this is your buddy Mike Fedick, and I am here to show you your incredible rapid funnel system. This is your mobile app so you can gain new customers and new prospects to your business. So let me go ahead and pull up my screen, and we're going to walk through this together. And I would like for all of you to, if you have a notepad, to pull it out so you can take some great notes. If some of you are on your iPads or phones, you can jot some good notes down. But more importantly, when we get finished, you're going to go ahead and download the app and get started right away. So that way, you don't even need any notes. You'll just start playing with the app. There's tutorial videos within the app that'll go through everything that I'm talking about. But welcome, Secret. So excited for you guys. So here's the home screen of your app. This is what you'll use now when you're out and about meeting people. You'll put your prospects in here. If you're on Facebook and you're doing stuff, if you're buying leads, doesn't matter how you do your business, you will now use your RapidFunnel mobile app to help you manage everything going on in your business. So really excited. I'm going to dive right into it. Let me ask you a question. What if I really could help you quadruple your team's prospecting on a monthly basis? What if I could make it a more natural, comfortable, fun feeling for people when they're out there doing their business? Do you think that would increase each of your businesses? Well, of course it would. And that's what we're able to do. We give you the right tool 100% of the time. Now, I'm going to encourage all of you that are watching this to get this book. Okay, this is my biggest recommendation tonight. If you never use RapidFunnel, make sure that you get this book and you read it, because it'll be really hard to get this book and read it and then not to use RapidFunnel, because they go just like this. Even though they were built without even knowing each other, so the author didn't know us, we didn't know him, but we built the RapidFunnel app, and it actually literally looks like a mirror-matched perfect marriage with this book. So the 4 disciplines of execution is key. And what it talks about in the book is, number 1, having a big goal, which I know all of you have a big goal right now for your business. But it says you must act on the lead measure. So if you don't have a system or a tool that's measuring the prospecting and following up and giving you that number in a box, then you really are missing out on what will take you to $1 million+ a year business. And that is being able to always act on the lead measure. Keep a compelling scorecard. What good is watching the football game or the Super Bowl out there today if you didn't have a score? Right? If they just said, we're going to play for fun, everybody just come in and we'll watch and play for a couple hours. Well, not many people would attend that game or watch that game, but you must have a scorecard, and RapidFunnel is going to provide you every week your scorecard for your business. And then create a cadence of accountability, something to help push you, to remind you to follow up with your prospects. Technology drives behavior. We've seen it happen from phones to answer machines to wireless to cordless to the caller ID back in the day, but nothing has driven behavior more than our smartphones. So we have high tech with high touch. We took some great features that internet marketers use, and we built them internally into our app so you don't have to figure anything out. When you become a RapidFunnel customer with your company's secret, you don't have to build the capture pages, write the campaigns, or even think about where to begin to upload videos or any of that stuff. It is all done for you. Your leadership with Mr. Jesse McPherson has been able to put all of this together on the back end, and now you're just going to download the app, put your name and email, phone number in, and start going out and prospecting, because everything you're going to see is already built for you, which is incredible. The fundamentals of the business don't change. We keep it simple. It must duplicate. 70% of all videos under 5 minutes are being viewed on people's smartphones today. So that means you want to be able to text somebody a short video right away, or email it to them, or even put it on social media. Everything you're going to see from our system today, these are our features, the 9 features we're going to go over. And I'm going to be very quick because I respect your time. You're busy people out there building your businesses. So I want to be brief. But I want to tell you that from our platform, you can text message anybody at any time. You can email them at any time. You can go directly to social media, WhatsApp. However you communicate with somebody, you will still be able to communicate using RapidFunnel. Nothing will change on that. We have allowed you to have access to all outlets to be able to send information. Now, this is the home screen. Not much you need to know on here, but let me point out a few things. This number, 2,124, that's the number of not just people that you've put into the system, because we don't count that. That doesn't mean anything to us, and nor should it mean anything to you. What should count, though, is How many people did you actually send information to? Like you sent them a link via text, email, or Facebook. Well, that's 2,124. And the number below that is 1,896 actually engaged. It means they opened it and they looked at what you sent them. So that's a really good number. So these are numbers that you want to pay attention to last month, this week. And then the statistic number that shows 62% here, that's your engagement rate, right? That's how many people are engaging in what you're sending. 62% is good. It's not great, but it's good. You want to get that number and keep that number up into the 70s and the 80s. That means that what you're saying, your elevator pitch, your 30 seconds when you meet somebody is that good because 80% of people are looking at what you're sending. So you want to get better at that. Here's 2 reasons. Now, I want you to understand this. There's some other factors, life and death and, family issues, things get in the way. I get it. But for the most part, for 99.999% of you, there's only 2 reasons why your business is not growing. Option 1 is you're not talking to enough people, and that's the most common. Or you're talking to plenty of people, but your engagement is below 50%, 40, 30%, which means you're talking to a lot of people, but not a lot of people are looking at what you're saying. So you might want to slow down to speed up and fix what you're saying because we want to get more people to engage. So that number will always show it to you right here on the app. This is your resource library. So when you click on resources, that's going to take you to all your videos, all your PDFs, your product sheets, everything that you're currently using for your business is all stored in the resource library. Your campaigns, these are emails that you assign people to, and they automatically will send them emails every single month, and you'll get notified when your prospects click on that. There's always going to be a contest in place. It'll say right here, ongoing rewards. These are every month. Jesse, along with the team, are going to put together contests, and these contests will be different. Every month there'll be a new prize that you can win: convention tickets, travel luggage, airfare. I mean, there's all kinds of different things I know that the leadership has done in the past that they'll continue to keep doing. So you'll want to not just shoot for the contest for yourself, but how many people on your team are striving and shooting for that contest? That's the real number. Okay. Now, when you meet somebody, it's real simple. All you simply do is click on this little blue head plus sign on the app. Once you open it up, you'll see that little blue sign. You push that, and that'll open up to this screen. Now, when you're in person with somebody, hand your phone to them and let them put their information in. They won't misspell it, and it'll be correctly. First name, last name, email, phone number. Then there's a note box. You want to put where you met that person. What was one thing that person said to you that's going to help you when you follow back up with them? So put that in the note box. And then you have a couple options to give a few stars. Each star has a point system. They're worth 6 points each. You can rate your prospect, meaning, did you have a really good conversation with them? Do you feel like they were really interested in your product or your opportunity? Or was it so-so? Did you feel like, hey, yeah, they were open, but it wasn't great? Maybe I give them 2 stars. If it was really good, maybe I give them 3 or 4 stars. All that does is it gives them a kickstart for them to become a hot prospect. We have a built-in algorithm that will tell you who your hot prospects are. And it does it by what videos and things that you send them. If every 20 seconds they watch it, they earn points. If they schedule a follow-up, they earn points. So it's all automated. You don't have to worry about figuring it out. But just know that when your prospect does hit 50 total points, they will get this little red flame box next to their name, which means they're a hot prospect. And you'll want to follow up with them first because it means that they've been engaging in what you've sent. Okay, so that's when you meet somebody. Really simple, super easy to use. You add a new contact. Now that you've added a new contact, you can always click on their name and you can see a full report of everything, their phone number, their email, anything you want to know about that prospect. But there's a button that says send resource. That's where you'll go and you'll always be able to send off the videos. If you see here in example number 4, there's a box that's clicked under opportunity. 3 options are going to pop up at the bottom. You can email it, which is the first one, which is the envelope. Text message it, second option in the middle, or third one, that's what's going to take you to all of your outlets that are connected to your phone, your instant messenger from Facebook, your actual Facebook account, WhatsApp, anything that you have turned on as far as your communication will pop up in that. So you'll always be able to send it in all 3 different avenues. When you pull up a video, you can go ahead and change the title of it if you want. No need to necessarily do that, but you always want to add a personal message so it looks like you took the time to send them that and it wasn't automated. So that's one great thing to do when sending out resources. But that is the basics of how you add a new contact to the system. There's the resource library. It's very organized. How you get familiar with it is log into it every day, start to play around with it, get familiar with where things are stored. Everything's labeled, but it's still good when you practice it, you'll know right where to go. Everything's wrapped in your own personalized page. How cool is this? You don't have to worry about sending YouTube links anymore and then having your prospects be distracted with all the negativity that's on YouTube. This will come in your own personalized page. It's going to have your name at the top of it every time you send it to a prospect, and there'll be buttons underneath it that will get them to enroll now off of a video or learn more, and it'll take them to your website or take them to a checkout. Everything is all connected, so you know that when you send stuff, it always goes back to your personal website so you can enroll that new prospect as a distributor or customer. This is our built-in CRM. Some of you have probably used CRMs in the past. We wanted ours to be really clean and really easy to use. So you'll really appreciate it if you've used ones in the past. You'll love the simplicity of ours, super color coordinated, very easy to navigate. This just keeps you intact. It makes sure you've got all your prospects labeled, where you met them, activity log, what videos you've sent them, shows you how much of the video that prospect watched. So when you followed up with them, you can know to say, hey, did you get a chance to watch the video? If they have, and they'll answer yes, or you can say, hey, I know you haven't got a chance to watch the video. You're probably super busy, but definitely take a look at it this weekend. So the activity log shows you everything happening within your personal prospecting business. You also have here, you have details, notes, reminders, activity log. If you create any notes, they're always stored in there, so you can make notes about every single prospect. If you make a phone call and you do it through the app, so meaning that click on Tom Smith like this, and then hit call there. After you're finished with the conversation, a note box will pop up and you can make notes about that specific call. It does it automatically for you. You make the notes and then they'll be stored, labeled right into your note feature. When you click on reminders and you want to set a reminder to follow up with someone, they sync to the calendar in your phone so you can set your alarm. How cool is that? Nothing better than to have your alarm going off reminding you to make your follow-up phone calls. When you add a new contact, like I showed you earlier, one of the last things after you give them a couple stars and you hit save and continue, it will say, do you want to assign them to a campaign? And this is an email automated campaign that's been already all set up. So yes, the answer is always assign them to that. I always recommend if you're talking to them about product, put them in the product campaign. If you're talking about opportunity, put them in the opportunity campaign. It will automatically drip on them. The first month, they'll probably get 2 or 3 emails from you, but then after that, it's basically once a month they're getting dripped on. So maybe 6 months down the line, that person, maybe they told you they weren't interested, but they lost their job. So now they start clicking on links. Well, you get notified that Joe Smith has just clicked on a few links and you don't even remember who Joe Smith was because it was from 6 months ago. That's the power of having an email campaign set up. So please do me a favor, because I made the mistake when I first was using this system as a distributor. I did not put anybody in the campaign, and I regret it more than any one business decision I've ever made, because I lost about 1,500 potential customers and distributors at the time in that business. I no longer build that business anymore, but when I was building, I should have had them all in a campaign, because they could have been getting dripped on even to this day that I'm not building that business. I could still be getting new customers and getting residual income from it. So long term, it is the greatest safety net that you could ever have for your business, is putting people into an email campaign. They're short, they're sweet. I won't get into the details about it, but this is so you can know they don't come from RapidFunnel and they're not going to come from Secret. The user feels like it's coming from you directly. It feels like a personal message. It's short, it's sweet, and that's why they open it. That's why we have such a high rating when it comes to our emails. Like I explained to you, 60 days later, they may get an email. 90 days later, month after month, they're getting dripped on. And it's always great, because for most people, it's not they were not interested. It's just the timing was not good for them. And if I'm going like I'm going a little fast and I'm talking quick, I'm trying to get all this in for you in 20 minutes. So please excuse me, but you can go back, of course, and rewatch it anytime you want. So I know I'm going kind of quick, but I want to get to the most important parts. Here we have a 99% delivery rate. You cannot put the wrong email in our system. It won't even allow it to go in. So when you put an email in, just know that that's getting delivered to the proper address. And 45% of the time, that email is getting opened and viewed. When you sign up for RapidFunnel, it'll ask for your training partner. So make sure you put whoever you're working directly with. It may be the person who sponsored you, but it may be someone that you work with on a daily basis that didn't sponsor you. Put their email down, because they're going to get notified when you have new activity, and it's going to help them push you to follow up, but it's also going to help them to encourage you to keep doing it because you're doing a good job. So it's important to put your training partner down. The real power of duplication, when we're talking about duplicating a large group of people, is getting people to commit to assigning people to email campaigns. Because over time, that dripping on them month after month after month, you all of a sudden start to build this good-sized team that all of a sudden a year later, there's 35,000 emails that are all sitting out there to potential prospects and new customers that haven't yet joined. Some of those people will start clicking and some of those people will join. But my question is, how many of them will you have on your team? Make sure you're assigning people to campaigns. Now, this is your weekly status update. This is where Jesse gets to kick you in the butt a little bit if you're willing to allow him to coach you, because if you just send him this screenshot of this right here, he's going to know in 5 seconds whether or not you're out there really doing the business or not. And it doesn't have to necessarily be Jesse, whoever your six-figure ring earner is that you work with, for your calls, your team calls. But again, this is the power of knowing where your numbers are. What do you think Amazon checks their numbers every day, every week, every month? Of course they do. Do you think Walmart does? Absolutely. Every successful company that we all admire and say that's a good company, they all know their numbers. Well, without RapidFunnel, none of you would know your daily activity numbers for you and your team because there's no system out there that recognizes that. But we do, and that's the power of using RapidFunnel, is that it's worth it, right? If this platform was $150 a month, it would be worth every penny of it, because if it only cost me $150 a month to run my business and to know my numbers, that's the best money that I could spend for my business. Now, it doesn't cost you $150. I'm just giving you the example that if it was that expensive, it would be well worth it. In fact, I would pay $1,500 a month for it if I was building a network marketing business today. That's right. You heard me say that. I would pay $1,500 a month for this system. Why? Because it can make me $20,000. So if it makes me $20,000 and I minus off $1,500, was that a good return on my investment for me? Absolutely. That's the power of having your numbers in a box, just like your weekly status update. Now, the quantity and quality, right? We talked about this. It's either you're not talking to enough people or you're talking to plenty of people, but what you're saying is not working. So make sure you're identifying these numbers in the box, especially if you're a leader and you're working with a group of people on your team. This is how you'll help keep your team accountable, are knowing these numbers. Now, this is the best part of all. This is the rewards and contest. Every month, there's going to be a new contest created for you. How exciting is that? So you're striving and your team is all shooting to be number 1, number 2, number 3 in the top 5. Sometimes the contest is the top 10. Sometimes it's first, second, and third. It always changes. But the bottom line is, are you leading by example? If you're a leader on this call, and you're watching this on a replay, you want to make sure your name's on there because your team is watching you. I can't stress it enough. Even if you've got to 6 figures, congratulations, but you want to get to 6 figures a month. We must lead by example. The more people you have on your team on the leaderboard, the better off you're going to be. Now, you can take this brag button, and this is what I encourage all of you to do. Put this on your Team Elite Facebook pages. You guys have a private Facebook page. Post the reward. If you got your name up there, circle it, highlight it. Say, man, I'm coming for you. I'm in 3rd place. I'm coming for 1st place. Compete with each other, and I promise you, you'll see recruiting double in a short period of time. You've got these amazing capture pages. They're already built into the app for you. You can post them to Facebook. If some of you do lead generations, these are great for that, especially if you're doing Facebook advertising or whatever you may be doing to build your business. These capture pages are incredible. They're professional looking. They capture people's information. If you're going to women's expos or men's expos and you're offering your products, instead of dropping a business card into a fish jar, that's like 1996. Now you've got a capture page. Open up your laptop, open up your RapidFunnel, have people fill out the capture page. It will automatically drop into your app. All your home parties that you guys are doing, make sure you have a capture page pulled up for your home party so people can fill it out. That way, if they become a customer or they don't, you have communication with all the people that are attending your home parties. And I know you guys don't call them that, so excuse me, but maybe it's like a secret experience is even better, right? I hope you guys are having fun because I am. Now, ding, 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 ding. This is the big play, your survey. This is new feature. 1-minute survey. Send this off to new prospects. If a brand new person's getting started with me today, they're going to go ahead and download RapidFunnel. They're going to put the group code ELITE in, which I'll show you in just a minute. And I want them to import, because you can import names and numbers right from your phone right over to RapidFunnel. Just select how many you want to select. 20 names will go over. Now, once you've done that, what I recommend is you send out the 1-minute survey. And it would say something like, hey, Jesse, man, I'm so excited about my new business. Would you mind taking a minute out of your day and let me know if you could fill this out for me? It would help me with my business, right? Something like that. Generic little message, short, sweet, and you get prospects to fill this out. It's 1 minute. Fill out the questions. They send it back to you. This will get you to see where they may need some of your products and what video would be good then to follow up with. So this 1 minute survey is super awesome, and a lot of people are having success with it. There's some webinar features that are going to be built into the app. There's some there now, but you're going to see some great new stuff coming out in the next few weeks, next few months. You're going to always see with Jesse really being hands-on with the training modules coming. That's going to be really excited. So stay tuned for that. This is where you enter your group code. So all brand new people, when they first download the app, this is where you enter the group code. It'll ask for that, and that's this right here. Download the RapidFunnel app right now. So if you're watching this and you haven't done so, go ahead and download the app. Once you've downloaded the app, you're going to put in the group code ELITE, all lowercase, E-L-I-T-E, lowercase, right? Now that you've done that, it's going to ask for your name, email, phone number, training partner, and your distributor ID number. Make sure you fill all of that out, because your ID number, and there's a question box there, you can click it to make sure you're putting the right name in there. But that is where everything's connected back to your site. So all the videos that you send, everything you send off will always go back to your personal website, but you've got to make sure you put it in there when you sign up. And also your training partner email. If you don't have it, it's okay. You can go back and add it at any time. But that is a quick overview of what you have. It's a 10-day free trial, but I'm going to tell you guys this right now. Forget about the 10-day trial. Put your credit card in for $1 and you get the full 40 days for $1. Guys, it is the best value that you could ever have for your business, I promise you. I would not be on here tonight telling you how great this system is if I didn't use it first. I was one of the first ones to use it. It took my business from here all the way to the ceiling and even further through the ceiling, right? Oh, out to the sky, right? But seriously, it did, because it was so simple and duplicatable, and people that I was recruiting, I would show them the system. See, you guys are missing it, right? If you're not doing this, you got to show people that in the recruiting process, what RapidFunnel is and how to use it, because they can look at that and go, man, I could do that. If I had that app at my work, I'd be putting people in it all the time. That's how you recruit people. Show them the system, because they got time to do it, they want to do it, and they can do it when they see how simple it is. But after that, it's only $17.95 a month. So after your $1 promotion, you've used the app, you got familiar with it, it's only $17.95 a month. Guys, it's a write-off for you, number one. You got to have some write-offs because you're a business owner. Number two, $17.95 a month. If you're out there building the business and you're getting new customers and recruiting new people, is it paying for itself? Well, of course it is. I know your guys' comp plan. I laugh because literally one new customer, one recruit that gets leveled up and gets some stuff going. I mean, guys, there's so much money in your comp plan. You must look at this as a business, and it's a business expense. So $17.95 a month. Somebody asked me one time, they said, Mike, is that $1,795? Is that for the year? And I go, no, it's $17.95 per month. They couldn't believe it, because they were paying for a CRM. They were paying for this lead generation company. They were paying for an email writer. They were spending like almost $400 or $500 a month. So they laughed at $17.95. So again, guys, appreciate you. Secret, Team Elite, you rock. RapidFunnel appreciates the relationship with you guys. Let's go out there and explode this. Download the app if you're brand new. If you're a leader, make sure your team is all using it. Get them on the system, see the numbers, and go out there and take this thing to the next level. Appreciate you guys. Have a great evening or a great day if you're watching it and the sun's still up. Talk to you soon. Bye.